this is what I did today. Yep. This one time in elementary school, this kid, so she needed help, or I don't know what gender that kid was, but that kid needed help with their work, so I did, it was like math too, so I helped them with the math, and then I think it was 10 plus 3, yeah, 10 plus 3, so I wrote down 13, because the answer is 13, and then that kid's like Friday the 13th, I was like, Lord, of course, and then that kid starts going to horror movie, to horror movie, to horror movie, to horror movie. I was like, Lord. And then she talking. No, I'm just gonna say she. I don't remember what gender that kid was. She said that, like, Michael was, like, strong. It was like, oh Lord, and then she asked me if I think that Michael's strong, and I didn't even want to answer that question because it was a little weird now. And then, like, I was like, what did you find in my pocket? Yo, no. I was like, yeah. And then, you stole money, didn't you? No, never. Then she talking about like Jason's like big, and I almost laughed. And then she talking about Freddie, how like Freddie like stupid and all that, took Jason and all that. Literally, she said that. And then all of a sudden, she says this. She says, "Oh yeah, I'm full of surprises." And I didn't know that. I didn't know, so I just started laughing out loud, like, hard. And then that kid, all of a sudden, sooner or later, like a couple minutes or seconds go by, she's talking about, like you can't bully people because bullying is wrong. And I'm like, yeah, bullying is wrong. And then she's like, I'm gonna turn them into nothing, or they better leave me alone before I get, or before like I turn them into nothing. And I asked her like, and how do you do that? Which I already knew what she was gonna say, but I wasn't so sure if she was gonna say it or not. And she said, and that's how they're gonna die. I was like, what? Yo, for some reason I just started laughing. I'm like, what? Don't kill anyone. Don't. And so in 2021 or something, like, this is when I met like Henry Creedlow, like the movie, like Bruiser, from the movie Bruiser. It was like a tribute called Sick, written by Old Fashioned Slashin', a YouTuber. Go follow him. He said, or he like posted it on May 25th. Yeah, May 25th. And so I clicked on it. Now, I noticed Henry's face real quick. Same with Milo's face. And yeah. They're both played by. So Milo is played by Peter Stormare, which I recognized, but who I recognized first was Jason Fleming, who plays Henry Creedlow. That's when I first recognized him. And then like blah blah blah, I watched the movie. I don't remember when, but it was in South Carolina at my house. I watched it on my phone on Roku at that time. Yeah, I was like, okay. so this is written by George A. Romero. But first, I already knew that because I watched the trailer first. I was like, what? This was written by George A. Romero? Ain't no way. And then, so I was watching the movie, and then, like, right when Henry, like, gets his mask, like, the face, like, the mask, like became his face and all that, like, like, and then, like, when he knows that, like, Katie, like, stole his money, and all that, like, he, like, she, like, starts lying to him, and then, like, Henry, like, gets mad, and then all of a sudden, like, she starts speaking Spanish, what she was, by the way, and then, like, and then Henry starts to speak Spanish, and then she's like, you speak Spanish, senor? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm full of surprises, which I didn't know that he said that because I thought I was the first person who said that. I was like, damn it. But he said the entire line that I said, or I said the entire line on what he said, but I changed it to, like, Freddy Krueger, because when I was little, like, I think, like, 11 or 10, when I saw Freddy vs. Jason, I knew that Freddy was lying to Jason. I'm like, you lying to Jason, like, you're a terrible liar, Freddy, like, all of that. And then, like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm full of surprises. You must feel like a real dumbass, Freddy, for what you did to Jason. For what Henry said. Now, I'm not really good at Spanish, so I'm not gonna speak Spanish on what he said, but I'm gonna say it in English. He said, no, but I pay you. You were the one who assaults and steals. And then suddenly he's like, oh yeah, I'm full of surprises. You must feel like you must have a lovely home, Katie. I'm sorry. for what, for all the things you stolen. I was about to say, like, my part of what I said about Fred. Yeah. So, and then, like, later in the scene, like, after Janine's death, I see Tom Atkins from Halloween 3. I was like, oh lord, yeah, I know everybody here. And I didn't even recognize that, like, the guy who plays, like, in Jason X, like, I forgot that, like, black guy's name, like, that, like, actor.